Hello, lovies. Welcome to another vlog, if you will. I'm out for my morning walk. Beautiful blue skies. The sun is out. Why is it so cold? Like, when are we gonna get spring? I want spring weather. So I'm getting my exercise in, and then I'm gonna go home, and I'm going to boil eggs and do some meal prep for the week. Also, I've gotten comments about me galloping, or I don't know. When my camera on my phone is facing forward this way, it doesn't have motion, like stillness. So I think you're seeing the jarring of me stepping. I'm not galloping, I'm walking. When my camera's turned the other way, I have motion protector thingies, so it doesn't look that bad. But like, it's cold, guys, facing me when I'm walking. I'm not galloping, I'm walking. I just think you're seeing the jarring of my steps. Anyways, is this squirrel dead? Hold on. Look at him. He's laying flat. I've never seen a squirrel do that. Is he sunbathing? I thought he was dead. I was like, oh my god, is this squirrel dead? I've never seen a squirrel do that. Maybe he's sunbathing? Look, he's not afraid of me or anything. Oh, hi. Okay. Hi, buddy. He's so cute. That's funny. Thank you so much, my lovey tribe, for all the love that you guys gave me on my last meal prepping video. I so appreciate that, guys. And I had so many requests to do another one. So I'm going to do another one. I'm doing things a little different this week. One of my staples, though, is definitely a zucchini. I did use zucchini in last week, but I used asparagus. But this week, the peppers were on sale, and I have to tell you, they looked amazing. So I got the tri-colored peppers and an onion, and I got some sweet potatoes because I'm going to mix it up and add a little bit more, I guess it's carbs, but vegetables can be considered carbs too. But I guess it's more healthy carbs, but I'm definitely going to portion it out. So I'm cutting up zucchini, I'm cutting up tri-colored peppers and the onions, and then I'm going to peel up those sweet potatoes, and I'm going to get it all on my trays, and I'm going to get them in the oven. This week, I'm not prepping meat, so to speak. I'm going to be eating leftovers from the night before. Like for instance, when I make pork chops, I'm going to make an extra pork chop to eat for the next day. But I also picked up not turkey, it was chicken breast, like lunch meat chicken breast was on sale this week. So I actually bought extra of that, and I'm actually going to do some roll-ups with my mixed veggies. So I'm doing things a little bit different this week so that I don't get bored. I'm just experimenting with all of this. I know me, though, I will probably find a sweet place, if you know what I mean, like that sweet little, okay, I really, really liked this mix of vegetables, and this particular meat was the best, and I probably will find that little sweet spot that I absolutely love, and like make it over and over and over again. Does anybody do that? Like when they find something they really, really like, they just keep making it over and over again until like they're sick of it and then they never eat it again for a year. I do that. But right now I'm just like experimenting. I'm experimenting with different vegetables, like what holds up the best, what doesn't turn to mush. I have to tell you, the zucchini and the asparagus did great. It every time I warmed it up, because I prepped everything on Sunday and then I made like little lunch boxes. If you're interested in seeing that video, I will link it down below. All of that was great. It was easy peasy, and it made me to have a very successful week. That particular week, I lost 4.6 pounds. So I had a successful week with it, and it was wonderful just to be able to go in the fridge and just grab something, which helped me not eat things that I know that I shouldn't be eating. So that was wonderful, and I really love the idea that always taking the easy route. Like, I think we're a society, this is just my personal opinion, but I just feel like we've turned into a society where the easy way, the quick, the microwave, drive-through McDonald's way is the best way, because we live such fast-paced lifestyles that we've made our whole lives about convenience. Everything is about quick convenience. Quick food, microwavable food, frozen food, anything to take time out of something that would normally take a lot of time, so that we can put that time into something else like work or running kids here or running kids there, or whatever the case may be. But I think the downfall of that, the bad side of that, the other side, if you will, of that, is that we've lost some of the value of taking the time to really eat God's rainbow, if you will. As I was cutting all this up, as I was filling the tray, I was looking at it and I was going, you know what? This is God's Skittles. As I'll show you, you'll see here when I get everything done, all the colors on that were so beautiful. And I was just like, this is nature, God's creation Skittles. You know what I mean? But it's so funny that the things that we eat today that are quote unquote not the healthiest for us, or loaded with sugar, or highly processed, or convenient, mimic things that are natural. Do you know what I mean? Like Skittles, they're full of sugar, they're processed, they're not the best for you. It's not like you can't ever have a Skittle once in a while. It's not something you should eat all the time. But even when you look at the packaging of Skittles and stuff, it's appealing to you in a way that this tray was appealing to me. It's almost like we swapped them. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's almost like we swapped one thing for the other thing. You know, instead of taking the time to make your family and yourself a priority. And yes, it takes the longer amount of time to sit down and cut up all the veggies and meal prep and bake your own bread. I know many of you are just like amazing with the sourdough and are like making your own breads and stuff. Like, I applaud you. I have tried twice to make bread on this channel and I failed both times. I think I killed the yeast. This was what I did, because my bread ended up looking like a little brick. But I've seen pictures of you guys cooking like your sourdough breads and stuff over on my Facebook group, which, by the way, all of that is linked down below. And the reason why I have a private Facebook group is so that you guys can share like your bread breaking and your flours and your pictures and things that you want to share with me. That's the place where I have set for us tribe to be able to come together and show each other pictures and what we're doing and things like that. So if you're interested in joining, it is linked down below. It's a private group, so I will have to approve you, but you just ask to join and I will approve you. It's to keep the bots and the you know, not so nice people out of our cute little tribe. But anyways, my point to all this is that I'm absolutely falling in love with the idea of making myself a priority and telling myself that I am worth taking the extra time to cut up veggies and peel onions and actually bake my food. And instead of using convenience of eating out and DoorDash. And like Jeff and I sat down and we were like, the amount of money that we spent on DoorDash is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous out of convenience. When I could have just taken the time to do all of this, I should have made more of us a priority. Would have, should have, could have, but I'm doing now. But I think that's just the process of the way our life and our society is right now. Everything is just hustle, bustle, rush, rush, rush. We have so many things to do. We're so preoccupied with work and raising kids and doing this and doing that I think we've lost a little bit of that, making healthy choices a priority. And sometimes it's just not feasible. Sometimes you literally have no other time but to run through the McDonald's drive-thru. And I so get it. And I'm not trying to bring, condemnation or make you feel bad for doing that. I don't think that's a wrong thing once in a while. It becomes so convenient and so easy that sometimes I think we rely on it and it becomes our whole life without us even realizing it. You know what I mean? And by taking the time to do this, it's just not like for me, this is just me. I'm not saying this for everybody. For me, by me taking the time to do this, I realized for me how lazy I've been with my own food choices. That even though I'm not like the busiest person, I still chose convenience, which really relates to me personally, not everyone. I know there's people out there that are like working 3 jobs, and this doesn't relate or rely on I don't know how to explain it. This may not fit everybody's scenario. But for me, I just realized how lazy I got. And I took the convenient kind of like easy way out of door dashing and picking up a pizza on the way home because I don't feel like going home and taking 40 minutes to cut all the vegetables and prep and make all the meat and hit it with the tenderizer so that it's soft and breaded or whatever it is that I'm going to do. I just never took the time to do it. It's just easier to pick up a pizza on the way home. You know what I mean? And I think we lost a little something like that. I think our society has lost the benefit of like actually putting your health and your family's health first, in the fact that by taking the time to do these things, you're prioritizing yourself. You're prioritizing your family. And that you're telling yourself almost like subconsciously, I'm worth it. I'm worth taking the time to do all of this. I am worth peeling the potatoes. I'm worth peeling. These sweet potatoes were actually very hard to peel. And cutting them up hurt my thumb. I'm worth it though. My family's worth it. I had a comment a couple videos back, maybe 1 or 2 videos back, where everybody was, I shouldn't say everybody, just a few people were like, Missy, because I was showing side-by-side pictures of what I was eating versus what my family was eating. And they were like, your family's worth eating that way too. And I totally agree with you. I don't disagree with you. And that's one of the things that really opened up my eyes, is that we have been eating this way for so long that I'm forced to make these changes and eat differently because of the health journey that I'm going down, and I need to lose weight. But the people that I live with, isn't this cute? Look, it's strawberry shortcake. Not to go off on a bunny trail, but it's a strawberry shortcake spoonula. I thought that was adorable. But anyways, that I'm forced to make these changes. But the people that I live with are thin and healthy and do not have to make that changes, and they don't want to. They don't want to eat this way. They prefer to eat the way that I'm trying to deviate from, because it's all they know. And it made me feel awful that we have gotten to a place in my household, not talking for everyone, but in my household, where cheap pizza and processed foods, even, I was telling Jeff the other day, like even our nicer restaurants, for instance, one of our favorite places to eat is like the Olive Garden or Red Lobster or Applebee's. Those are considered for us like more expensive places these days. You know, for him and I to go on a date night to eat at one of these places is almost like $65-$70. For me, that's expensive. But anyways, their food all comes packaged. Like when you order their zuppa toscana, which is our favorite soup from the Olive Garden, it comes in a big bag already pre-made, and they warm it up in a pot. Same thing with their sauce and their noodles. And like, you just don't know what kind of preservatives and things that were put in there, how long ago that was made, and what preservatives are in it to keep it till it finally gets to the restaurant that it's being shipped to. And you think when you go to places like that, that stuff is like quote unquote homemade, like made right then. No, that stuff is pre-portioned and in bags, and you don't know what's in it. And it's such a sad thing in my heart that we have done that for so long that my family would actually prefer those things over real food, meaning food that I bought from the grocery store that I'm hoping isn't a GMO, but that I prepped, I know is good for you. I know what oils, what seasonings, I know it's fresh, the whole thing, that they would prefer the other way over this way. And I can't make them eat those that way. I would prefer them, and I try to get them to try new things with me, but they really prefer just to have, you know, their fried chicken or whatever, or their pizza. Like, I know Jeff wants pizza this week. Jeff and Savannah want pizza this week. So we're definitely going to have a pizza night, and I bought all the stuff to make my own homemade protein pizza, so that when they order their pizza, I'm having pizza with them, but it's going to be homemade protein pizza. I know everything that's going to be in it, and the crust isn't going to be dough, it's going to be chicken, which I'm going to share that recipe with you when I do make it. But I know I'm just rambling here, but these are just like my thoughts. And sometimes I just feel really bad that we've done this for so long, and we really eat out of convenience, not health, out of what we think tastes good, like pizza and wings and McDonald's. And like, that's one of my daughter's favorite places to go is McDonald's, you know, that they prefer that over what I would consider real natural food. And it's sad. It's sad that we got to this place, and that we did it for so long that I'm actually having to fix my body and try to like almost to heal it with natural foods. It's just crazy to me how everything got kind of topsy-turvy. And I'm not blaming nobody. It's my fault. I mean, I chose to do this. They did it right along with me. This is what we chose to do. But at the same time, it's like, I just realized how lazy, I'm not speaking for everybody, but just for me and my family, and I'm the mom, I'm the wife, how lazy I became in, I guess, loving my family this way, you know, that I was choosing like convenience and taste really over what really would have benefited their bodies. And it kind of makes me sad. It really, really does. And I'm just praying that their eyes will be opened, and that when they see my plate and how I'm eating, that maybe they would want to try some of the things that I want to try. I know for sure when I was prepping all of this, they were like, they can't stand peppers. Jeff will eat zucchini, but it has to be fried. It has to be like breaded and fried. That's the only way he likes zucchini. They won't eat peppers to save their life. They do not like peppers. They will eat asparagus. They will eat asparagus. And they love corn, which for me, that's not even a good vegetable. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling. I just feel extra talkative today, and my thoughts are just like, they're going a mile a minute when it comes to all of this, because even as I was filming this and now that I'm rewatching it back to edit it, I'm just like, wow, like this is such a flip and a switch for me. And it really is like healing little portions of my brain and my psyche, if you will, that I'm going to love myself enough to take the time and not be lazy when it comes to my health. And as a side note, I just want to thank you all. I got so many comments about these eggs. I'm giving you a big thumbs up that I needed to peel the eggs under running water. And you all were right. Did you see how that egg came out? They just peeled the egg. The shell just comes right off. They don't look like they've been eaten. They look like a perfectly peeled, hard-boiled egg. So thank you for that tip. I will never, ever peel eggs the same way again. I will always peel my eggs now under cold, running water because they came out perfect. I think I had one egg that did it. The shell kind of stuck, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I had one egg, I think, that kind of got like a little But other than that, they all came out perfect. They didn't look like they were already ate. And as you can see, I'm just breezing right through these. So thank you so much for the tips. That's why I ask you guys all the time, like, tell me how to do this and tell me how to do that, because you guys leave me fantastic comments and I try that stuff out and it's like life-changing. But anyways, I'm just going to encourage you guys that if you have the time, prioritize you and your family and take the time to meal prep, or it doesn't have to be for the whole week, even just take the time to make a homemade salad or whatever it is that you think you don't have time to do. Try to add a little here and there throughout the week and just prioritize you and your family and just keep telling yourself that you guys are worth it. I'm worth taking the extra time for. I'm worth the extra time peeling eggs and cutting vegetables and roasting them and eating high quality meats, even though they're more expensive. And that's what I keep telling myself, the $50, $60 that we spend a week eating out to get pizza, or, the $70 that we'll spend on eating at Red Lobster. Well, I can take that $70 instead of eating at Red Lobster and put it into high quality meats. I think it's all about choices and balance. And I would have never have considered that before. I would have got whatever meat was on sale, no matter how fatty or whatever, and because I would want to save that $70 to be able to go out to eat. And I've been telling Jeff for the past 3 weeks, no, I'd rather use extra money in our grocery haul, in our groceries for the week, to have better quality meats, better quality produce, more fresh things. Yes, it's more expensive, but you're worth it. And eat out less. And he just kind of looks at me like, who are you? But I really feel like this little switch in my heart, like, no, this is what I've been missing. This is what I've been doing wrong. And I'm worth it. You're worth it. My family's worth it. They're worth the extra. And I just want to reiterate that you are too. And we all have to start somewhere. So those are my deep, deep thoughts for this week. I feel like I just rambled on and on and on and on. But I just wanted to share that with you because it's been weighing really heavy on my heart. And as I make these changes in my own life, my eyes are just being open to things that I really didn't even realize I was doing. Or subconsciously making decisions that were not benefiting me. I mean, I'm going to go have half my stomach taken out in less than a month because of decisions that I've made that got me to this place. And now I need help to make them better. And it's just sometimes it's just if I could take my own leg off, I'd kick myself in the butt, So, I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but now my stomach's growling. That's how watching me peel eggs. But anyways, I'm going to stop blabbing. I'm going to put some music on and let you guys kind of finish a little portion of this video. And I'll be back at the end again to talk your ear off.
smiled the first time I met you, but when I look at you now, there's no trace. I guess it's all been erased. You tell me that it's over, that we just hurt each other, but we don't have to end up this way. We're underwater, way off the shoreline. I try to reach you, but you're drifting away. We're underwater, but there's still time left. If we want it, we can breathe again, breathe again. I'm not surprised that you're feeling this way. I've long known that you're bothered by something. I don't believe that you're right when you say that we're better off this way. I guess it's true as my mother did say, you can't trust a soul that's been shattered. All those moments we shared face to face, was it all just a game you played? You tell me that it's over, that we just hurt each other, but we don't have to end up this way. We're underwater, way off the shoreline. I try to reach you, but you're drifting away. We're underwater, but there's still time left. If we want it, we can breathe again, breathe again. Don't leave me stranded this way. We have come too far to give it all away. I know it hurts to think back on when we met. Everything was easy then, but baby, we can find a way to get back to us again. We're underwater, way off the shoreline. I try to reach you, but you're drifting away. We're underwater, but there's still time left. If we want it, we can breathe again, breathe again.
So, weren't those sandwiches? Didn't they look delicious? And I did all of the mental work with that to find out the calories and stuff with the bread that I bought and the light mayo and baked chips and counting them out. It's just amazing how I'd have to say, like 6 months ago, yeah, I'd buy baked potato chips and be like, oh yeah, I'm on a diet and I'm going to do great and I'm going to eat these baked potato chips. But I wouldn't turn the bag around and look about what one serving was. I'd just sit down with the bag and eat them. And in my mind, I'd be like, oh, I'm on a diet, I'm doing great. I'll just eat half a bag of these baked potato chips and be fine. And then get on the scale and wonder why I didn't lose any weight. Because I only needed to eat one serving. and one serving for 190 calories was 12 chips. And now I count the chips out to put on my my plate. But I also wanted to let you guys know for the sweet potatoes, see how I have these little teeny tiny cups? They are 1 cup, but I don't fill them. So I think it's a little more than a half a cup in each one of them. I don't feel it. I don't fill the whole cup to the top, but really I was trying to get like a little more than a half a cup of sweet potatoes in these 3 containers. And then I'm going to use another container and I'm going to fill that one to the brim of the veggie mix. And then I'm going to get a big container and put the rest of the veggie mix in it throughout the week so that I have all of that to eat for different meals. But then my veggies I know are prepared. And then for this week, for 3 of my dinners, I will have the prepped sweet potatoes. But at least those 2 sweet potatoes gave me, I'd say, about 3 cups of sweet potato chunks that I'll be able to split that up between 3 different meals instead of sitting down and eating a whole big potato. So I really like how all this works out because now I'm much more aware of how much I'm eating and what I'm eating and what is on my food. So with the sweet potato chunks, I did get the little teeny tiny jar of Mike's hot honey. So when I rewarm those up to eat them with my dinner, I'm not going to put any butter or anything on them. I'm just going to drizzle them with Mike's hot honey and eat it with some kind of protein, either chicken or a pork chop or steak or whatever it is that we're having that night. And then the veggies I'm going to eat with probably every single dinner. So that's why I'm just going to put them in a big container. And then that night when I'm warming them up, I'll go in with a 1 cup measuring cup, scoop them out, and then put it on my plate and then warm it up. So that's probably how I would do that. But at least it's all done. I don't have, this is how I'm getting away with eating healthy, but still convenient, so that every single night I'm not taking time to chop vegetables and because then I get discouraged. Like I have 20 minutes to cook dinner before Jeff has to go to bed or whatever. And I don't have time to chop all these vegetables up. So I'll just throw a bag of corn in the microwave. Do you know what I mean? Now there's no excuse. I took the long portion of this and made it convenient for me for the rest of the week so it works. So I know throughout the week I'm eating the vegetables and things that I know that I should be eating. I wish my family would eat this with me, but they won't. But they will be getting vegetables, don't worry. So anyways, that is my long-winded way of all of my food prep and my thoughts of why I'm going to continue to do this even after surgery when I'm off the liquid diet and I'm back on eating regular food. I don't know exactly when that'll be or whenever, but I'll be back on food eventually. I won't have to prep as much, that's for sure. I don't think I would get through all of this in a week after I have my bariatric surgery, but I will still continue to carry this forward. So I'm really, really happy with all of this, and it really is healing a portion, and I don't know how to explain it, not a portion, but it's like really healing my heart, and it's healing my brain, and it's healing little parts of my body and in me, the broken pieces that are just like, you weren't worthy of this or you weren't enough for this. No, I am. I am worthy and I am enough to meal prep. But anyways, I love you guys. I hope that you have a great and wonderful day. I'll be talking to you very soon in another video. Until then, take care of you. And thank you so, so very much for all of your suggestions and help, and that you really enjoy these kind of videos. That really makes my day. I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll be talking to you soon in another video. Until then, bye, lovies.